academic excellence. Preceded by a brother and sister, followed by a younger sibling, this young woman has carved her own path and left her own unique mark throughout her ICA experience. When I first heard her referenced as, quote, a little Karen, unquote, I had no basis to understand the statement, but now know it to be one of the greatest compliments that a daughter could receive. Proverbs 31:30 states, charm is deceptive, and beauty simply does not last. But a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. Please welcome the 2012 salutatorian, Miss Carly Scott.
Writing the speech, which at first I thought was due to lingering senioritis. But when I got out the paper to begin and tears came to my eyes, I realized I've been waiting because I feel like this is goodbye. I have never liked or been good at things ending. Why say goodbye to something good? Getting older, I'm learning to find comfort in sad goodbyes because it means what you are leaving really meant something to you and impacted your life. This has definitely been the case with ICA. Sure, sometimes kids get annoyed with the uniforms, the small size, or how everyone knows everything. But when you experience the blessings, they outweigh any possible negatives. When I think of ICA, I think of family. I think of first graders who you may not even know the name of, coming up to you in the bathroom to give you a hug and say good game last night. I think of front desk ladies who, when you walk in late, ask if you were okay because they already knew you were in an accident, or know you are late simply because you couldn't get out of bed on time, because of your lame excuse of traffic, or because you were getting 2 chocolate Long Johns from Dover King. I think of a lunch lady who already has an extra lunch waiting for you because she knows it's one of your favorites, and who walks to the senior lunchroom to give us the leftovers. I think of teachers who are more than teachers and talk to you about life, not just academics. Most of them you begin to see as friends or even parents and trust to go to them for advice throughout the day. I think of classmates who know each other so well we can tell when someone's upset, know when to stay away from them on a grumpy day, when to bring them the space heater, and even know people's bathroom schedules. It's the little everyday things I'll miss. When I think of our class, there's not much to do but smile. We are an odd group, each of us so different. I think that's why we fit so well together. There's no such thing as 2 Wendy's, 2 Aarons, or 2 Ericas, and I wouldn't trade any of them. Our class has always been competitive and comes together to accomplish a task and accomplish it well. Every year through retreats and during homecoming weeks, we have made strong efforts and had a fun time doing it. Our class is a class of laughs. Sometimes the teachers think too much so when they're actually trying to have serious class time. Whether it's during a senior sleepover, in the classroom, or even just in the hallway, our class can make a joke out of anything. Even if the jokes are not funny or classroom appropriate, which of course never happened, it still brought joy to every day and was a huge blessing to people around us. Our class is a class of eaters, or at least a few of us. You know there's a problem when you walk into class holding a large bag of chips, a full pack of cookies, or when one of your lockers is devoted solely to food and drinks. Our class is seriously filled with some of the kindest people you will ever meet. I was just going to try and name a couple guys to describe how sweet and gentlemanlike they were, but someone who stuck out in my mind to name, and the same for girls. Our class is full of leaders and strong-willed people who God can really use if we let him. So even though next year we will go our separate ways and join new classes, I pray that we will take with us everything we've learned from each other over the years, besides just academics. Things like how to have loud outbursts whenever speaking, how to never say the word B-L-O-O-D, or how to jump through a ring of fire without dying but getting pretty close. More seriously, I pray that we will take the patience it sometimes takes to make it through the day, the compassion to notice other people's pain, the smiles to make other people smile, and the love of Christ to lead others to him. Saying goodbye to ICA is sad because one chapter of our lives is ending. saying goodbye, though. ICA and everything we've done here will always be a part of us. Because of the hope we have in Christ, we know that although one chapter is ending, one new and exciting chapter is beginning, and God only has good in store for those who love Him, plans to prosper us and not to harm us, to give us a hope and a future. So now it's time to celebrate, because we actually made it to graduation day. Congratulations, class of 2012.
Verse for this year was 1 Timothy 4:12. It says, "Do not let anyone look down on you because of your youth, but set an example for the believers in speech and